and defeat everyone. I don't know. Let's go. My really fucking long-robed people need me. Hey, Lord Elliowood. Yeah, I'm not staying. Oh wait, I'll be there? Okay. But must leave shortly thereafter? Okay. Is that so? I'm disappointed. Well, I'm not a very memorable character. I want you to know something, okay? But things are a little more settled. Minion and you plan to be married? Okay, good for you. This may be a bit premature, but we'd like you to name our first child. Can I name him Shitface? Union and I talked it over. You've done so much for us, so my reward is to name your kid. Please. Can I name him Asshole? No, I'm obviously gonna name him Roy. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here? Yeah, you'd be dead. This world wouldn't be here. Gunbutt McGee. It'd be funny if you could play in 6 with that name. Can you, like, I wish that these guys had had sex and conceived him on a better RNG day, because maybe he'd have better growth then. But apparently he doesn't. Fast forward! Shout out to Fast Music! Okay, so 5, 7, 10, 7, 8, 6, 8, 9, 7, 12, 15, 17, 14, 13, 23, 8, 13, 23, 42, 12, 7, 13, 34, 43, 135, 9, 30, 15, 47, 12, 22, 16, 56, 27, 14, 12, 6, 21, 12. It took me 790 turns. That's a lot of fucking turns. Because I was grinding. Okay, we get to find out what happens to these guys. Marcus returned to Ferry with Elliowood. As the head of the Knights, Ferry dedicated his life to training young squires. And then he became terrible in FE6. Lowen sucks and just died. Replaced Marcus as the most famed knight in all of Ferry. His endless zeal served Ferry well throughout his life. Then you're pretty fucked up, because he was a terrible man. Becca returned to her father, then pledged service to House Ferry. She has formed a family, and yet she still serves Ferry well. Her kids are okay. Yeah, I can count. Shut up. Dorcas returned to Ferry and used the money he earned to buy medicine for Natalie, his wife. She recovers rapidly. Good for you, man. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that. Barchu continued his quest from country to country. Rumors say that he fell in love with his own mortal enemy. He did, and we'll find out who that is later. Apparently Dorcas eats poison mutton and dies, though. Osmond served as a vessel to Marcus Ostia. His was a calm, reasonable voice in Lycia's ruling government. Matthew continued his service as a spy, for some reason. The memory of his beloved Layla lingers on in his heart, even though she had an assassin sprite, but was built like a thief. Sarah returned to Austria. She spent much time tending to her own affairs, but lately she has begun to enjoy her free time. I'm going to use her in the next playthrough, and Matthew. I'm not using Guy, though. Guy continued his quest to be the finest swordsman of all Sake. His form was so perfected that all called him the Saint of Swords. And I guess his blade got big enough. And mature enough. Urk returned to Etruria, I'm gonna use Urk too, and was asked to succeed the retiring Lord Pence. He refused and devoted his life to the study of magic. Okay. Priscilla returned to Etruria's count. Caroleon. How did she lose a fight? Her adopted parents met her not with harsh rebukes, but with tears of joy. Well, that's good. After Lyn abdicated rule of Salen, Florina returned to Ilia. She remained shy, but this shyness has made her strong within, okay? I'm gonna use Kent and Sane to figure out which one's better. After Salen was... and I'm using, General Man, not whatever. Kent became its steward. His dedication earned him the love of his people. After Salen was placed under Ostian rule. When Ostia took over the rule of Salen, Sane resigned and became an independent knight. His love of women is unchanged. Yeah, basically Lyn and Hector get married. Will remained... I'm gonna use Will too, maybe. Will remained a knight of Salen even after Ostia took over. He became the commander of Ostia's Salen Archer Division. Well, he's like level 2, so... Raven vanished without a word. Many reports have placed him in Arathan, but none could be confirmed. I'm also going to use Lucius. Lucius lived a modest life in a remote corner of Arathan. He built a small orphanage where he now cares for helpless children. Good for you! Canis returned to his family in Ilia. Some years later, he and his wife died trying to stop a snowstorm. What? His child was raised by his old mother. What? How do you stop a snowstorm? Canis, that's your own fault. Dark took a grave wound in protecting Fargus in a skirmish. He vanished at sea, but rumors claim he might be in Ferry. Fiora flew many missions as the head of a mercenary company. Her donations saved many poor families in Ilia from destitution. Okay. After the battle, Legault traveled with lands looking for Black Fang refugees. He helped them to ease the pain of his own loss. Wait, he traveled... Oh, never mind. I thought it said with lands. Yeah. Nils vanished through the gate in order to seal it from the other side. Those who saw him go will never forget his look of sorrow. Yeah, I don't... Maybe they couldn't think of how to kill Canis. As a knight of the Imperial Guard, Isadora served as a guard to Lady Eleonora. She continued to study to be a lady until she wed. What? Wait, how am I stupid? What? He moved to Ilia and became a mercenary, knight of some fame. He fought not for country, but for people in need. I'm gonna use Wrath, too. I'm using Matthew and stuff. Wrath returned to his tribe in Sake. His deeds earned him warm greetings from his father, the famed Silverwolf. Oh, you can't fix Oh, I know what you meant. Yeah, okay. Hawkeye returned to Nevada and lived peacefully in Arcadia with his daughter that he has, apparently, whom he trains to be guardian of the desert. I'm sure we'll never see her in 6. I don't even know if we do, actually. Geitz resumed his aimless wandering. He still searches for a land that he can finally call his own. Okay. When Athos died, Pent took over his research to focus on his studies. Pent resigned as Mage General of Etruria. This action set the palace in an uproar. But Pent and Louise endured. Yeah, you know, they just left. Harkin worked closely with Marcus to rebuild the Knights of Faerie. They are slowly rebuilding their strength and prestige. Shout out to prestige. At Ellywood's invitation, she worked on her magic stacks. It was terrible. And then she started a quiet life in a small village in Faerie. She plans to return to Bern to visit a certain cemetery. And she also has 2 kids, Hugh and Lug, in FE6. They're okay units. Jafar vanished in the final moments of the last battle. He still avoids the bounty hunters who seek out The famed Angel of Death. Well, why would you seek him out? He'll just one-hit KO you. Oh, Nino and Urk is canon? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Some rumors say that Vida died at the hands of Burned forces. Others say she now serves Burn's Prince Zephio. Well, you don't see her again. You and Lug are the best units? No one knew the old him. No one knows what became of him. He vanished as though he never existed. I don't even know what you do, Renault. Athos died in a foreign land. Those who saw his face said that he seemed as though he had at last found true peace. Merlinus became the worst unit in FE6. He opened a shop in Ostia, but was forced to close. He plans on reopening with some aid from Lord Eliwood himself. Why was it forced to close? Hector succeeded his brother as the Marquis of Ostia, but the pain of his brother's death weighed heavily on him. His beloved Lyn gave him comfort and helped him become an enlightened leader. Yeah, basically his brother dies of sickness. Eliwood and Ninian were wed after the conflict. Ninian gave up her old life and her people to enjoy a brief life with Eliwood. They have a son named Roy, because apparently I named him Roy, who will one day take up arms to defend his nation. Well, you don't know that. Max, the famed genius, I know I am. The tactician vanished after the final battle. Byrne, Lycia, and Etruria all sought those famed skills, but none ever found the tactician. Yeah, because I hid somewhere. And Castle Ostia. Hey, it's Bearded Hector. Shoutouts. This is a long time later. And there's Eliwood, whose eyes changed. First time since my brother's funeral. 15 years now? Why were you gone for 15 years? Look at us, we've both grown older, haven't we? Uh-huh. Time certainly does speed right by. My father's disappearance. His death. The fight with Nurgle. Eliwood looks way worse. Those fire dragons. The memories are so vivid. He's a hobo. It might have happened yesterday. Nurgle, what a black heart he was. Had enough of battles like that. It looks like his cloak is holding up his beard. Is that your son over there? Yeah. I've been wanting to introduce you, but there's been no chance. Roy, come here. Okay. Hey! You need something? Yeah, say hello to blue-bearded man. Yes, sir. A pleasure to meet ya. Lord Hector. He is pretty good with manners. My name is Roy. Roy, is that nice to meet ya? You were named by the famed genius Max. I guess that means I should introduce my daughter. What do you know? What are the chances? Hey, it's Lilina. What, are you being shy? You don't have to be nervous. This is your father's old friend. And his son. Hello, Lilina. I'm weird dude, and he's Roy. He's the same age as you, so go fuck already. Nice to meet you. Hector had a vision in B support that Roy was gonna marry Lilina, so... Let's be friends! We can play over there. Over where? It's okay, go on, go play near that pillar. What a cute child. Good thing she took after her mother? Ouch. Disrespectful. She looks just like me. Doesn't she? No. You're a sarcastic one, Marcus Ostia. Come on now. You're the one putting on airs. Marcus Ferry.